Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Those intuitively guided, welcome. This is for September 2021, but we all know that time is fluid, so, whenever it reaches you, whenever you need it, is the right time. All right, we're going to start with the Mother Mary deck. I'm going to just go ahead and get into your reading. I feel like no need for small talk. You guys know all my cards are already pre-shuffled, but I like to shuffle them again with you here. So I'm going to bring the lid down. There we go. And let's begin. My dad's birthday was November 18th. My sister-in-law is the 24th. Thanksgiving here. We have hope. Hope. I trust that God has a wonderful solution and brilliant plans in store for me. Hope. I don't know. It's a great card. It tells me that it's telling you to keep your hope alive. And let's figure out about what. So we're going to start with the Light Seers Tarot. Give it a shuffle or two for you. Let's just do one more. Let's give him a cut. And let's begin. Let's begin the tarot portion. I feel like the reading begins the moment I hit play or record. Maybe when you hit play. Alright, we have the King of Wands. This could certainly be your energy. Another Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. We have, look at this, the Emperor. Wow, card of Emperor, or a card of Aries. They almost look like the same person, just down the road. We have, well, hello, the Emperor and the Empress coming out side by side. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. You know, this Empress is about to give birth to something. And, you know, I don't want to say it's just spiritual, because it's not. It's in your physical world. But it definitely has a spiritual element to it. So I feel like this Empress is just about to give birth to something. And, you know, it's interesting, like all of a sudden I'm picking up that there may be, this could be a work situation, and I feel like, you know, this could have been partners. Two people who had, you know, equal footings in this. And I feel like, you know, I'm not going to say the Emperor just as a man. I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say the Emperor. because I feel like even though I have the Emperor and the Empress here, which are very strong and powerful energy, they each bring something of their own to the table, right? The Emperor thinks about the foundation and thinks in a way of structure and right, structure that can't be broken down. The Empress is creative, right? Almost, like I have earth and water type energy, she just feels she's very creative. I feel very connected. I feel like the Empress is very connected to the physical world, and I feel the Empress is connected to both. And I don't know if, what I kind of feel is that this Emperor, abuse in some way your creativity, your ideas, to the point where you walked away or you're thinking of walking away, because there's a lot of abundance under this Empress, and it's like it's coming to term, right? It's coming to term now. Let's see what comes under this Seven of Swords. So I feel that I don't feel that is everyone. I feel like that is just some people's story. Well, hello world. So we're entering into a whole new world. And I think it's thanks to this Empress. Again, the Empress giving birth to something feels very abundant. She may have had to walk away from this Emperor. Maybe in some way there wasn't a solid trust built there. So I do feel like, the Empress has been thinking about, maybe even planning, that I do want to walk away. This can be a boss where you know as much as them. And it's, I don't know, it's like I'm getting this picture of like them making, higher ups money, but it's your ideas that allow that to happen, right? So there's not, almost like there's not equality there. So you may be thinking of taking those ideas, those pentacles, inspiration, and going elsewhere. And I kind of feel for some of you that's what you do. And I have no doubt that you're going to be successful if that's you, because, the Empress with the Knight of Pentacles right under it, the Knight of Pentacles talks about patience and like not to get mad because something has taken so long. It's a slow process. Well, during that process, we are ourselves, getting ourselves to the Empress or the Emperor status. It's like we have a part in this, right? We have a part in this. So anyway, okay, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. It's kind of weird because the Seven of Swords is a very telling energy right now, right? Everything else on the surface just looks great. But the Seven of Swords bounces in almost to say, but wait a minute, this may be something that that is happening that, maybe I just haven't been dealing with. This may be something that, some type of opportunity may show for you. And I often feel it's interesting, like because I've been there where, you give all your knowledge, right, from your years of experience in a certain field. But, you're not going to make as much as the owner. type thing. And I have done that where, you know, I didn't feel appreciated, so I walked away. And well, one time I opened my own gym, you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know why I just did that. What did we have? Did I look at the bottom of the deck? I don't know. I don't know why I just cut them, but as I cut them, I end up with the Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which would make sense, right? Because this is really making a logical decision about something in my life. I feel like some type of opportunity is showing. Some of you, you know, you may be walking away from a partner or a boss, but there's a reason. You know, you're feeling inspired. You know, it's almost like this is your baby, and maybe you had to find that confidence within yourself. So we have two twos here, and both of them are very positive. You know, the Two of Wands, I'm looking out at my future and I can almost see it, right? I can see it. I'm not looking for where it's going to end up, but just the path I'm about to create. And the Two of Pentacles comes to my very logical mind. So we're going to use the Gilded Tarot. Decided to switch it up a little bit. Let's bring these a little closer. You know, the Emperor is looking right at the Empress. I feel like this Empress is dreaming. Like when I go to sleep, I have these dreams, and I feel like these dreams are very telling. Like meant to inspire you in some way. For some of you, it may be connecting you to an emperor, and to me that means someone of your own energy, your own vibration. You know, probably someone who's worked hard to build what they have, a leader, you know, a leader in the community, can have a very fatherly type energy, big brother type energy. You know, this Emperor may have things he has to deal with on his own. And what I mean by that is there may be something that he himself, I'm saying he, but it can be she, is walking away from, is clearing up, is, you know, because it's about allowing oneself to have a new beginning by... I certainly don't want to drag the past with me in this next portal, right? Because first of all, it's coming from the Knight of Pentacles, and that's your guardian angel energy. There's no reason that I can think of that you would not want to take a step into this next portal, because first of all, it feels very abundant, very creative. You know, for many, it's at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's at the beginning, but I feel like your wisdom, your knowledge is, you know, you have a lot. It's like that's not at the beginning, but maybe this venture is at the beginning. Okay. Well, with the Two of Pentacles again coming over the King. Maybe two people are deciding. You know, I find it interesting too, because this Emperor again is looking at this Empress, but she's got her back to him, but not in a protective way, not in a like, I'm protecting myself from you. I just don't think she even knows that he's there for some of you. It's like I don't even have that awareness yet. And I think part of that is because you may be busy with your own endeavors, your creative projects. And when I say creative, I want you to, paint that with a wide brush, because I feel like that includes so many different things. Creative doesn't mean like I'm literally just, I have to be painting or building. No, it's anything. It's inspired. This Empress is feeling the energy of this Knight of Pentacles, so I feel like she feels that something is coming to her, and I do feel like the Empress is, and remember, the Empress is gentle but powerful, nurturing and loving, but nobody's full type of thing, wise from the experiences, allows herself to take these seeds and nurtures them, and then who knows what can be created out of them. What do we have here? We have Temperance. Interesting. So, card of Sagittarius. Someone decided to set off some little fireworks. They sound like those little strings. I don't know if they still make them. I just remember this when I was a kid. There'd be like a string, and it'd have like little, what do you call them? Little things attached, and you just light one, and that's what it sounds like. Anyway, Temperance. If this is the card of Sagittarius, and you really want to think about it, right? Temperance. What does Temperance want from us? Temperance wants us to be patient in all things, and it doesn't always mean do nothing, but maybe be patient for the result that I'm hoping for, right? It's like putting in the movement, the action. And I feel like Temperance is saying, if you're willing to do that, then divine timing just kind of opens up. So, interesting. Because, I'm feeling different things in this reading. And again, I'm feeling this Emperor looking at the Empress unbeknownst to her. I feel like the Emperor, in a way, is biding his time. He doesn't, he's biding his time. And, I just want to say, if this is going to be a potential relationship, I feel like there may be someone that the Emperor had to close the door on. And, and I'm not even feeling attachment there. I'm just feeling that, something that the Emperor needs to either walk away from or be real with oneself. Because, again, his eye is on you. And I feel like you are the Empress here. So, is his eye on you because, first of all, I feel like he's admiring you. This Empress looks, first of all, she's naked. But she's connected to the earth at the same time. She's connected to all, really. This means that she's not afraid to be who she is. Bring what she uniquely can do, her thoughts, her wisdom, just herself, to the table, because it is all about that. This Empress is definitely, and I keep saying this, but I definitely feel like expect this Pentacle to come into your life. And with this Pentacle, I mean, it is opening up the next portal, let's say. Two of Wands can be the beginning. I needed to put the intention, putting the intention out there. The Empress is perfect with the Two of Pentacles because that's what she would do, right? It's not that she would say no to love, because I'm sure the Empress has been hurt many times and learned, because that's what the Empress is, right? Through all the tragedy, I remain empathetic and compassionate and true to myself and true to who I am. because that's the only way I can be of any good to the world. So anyway, you know, it's like this Empress is bringing something to her. And in a way, maybe it's in my subconscious. I know it. But in my conscious mind, I just have to believe it, right? I have to keep the hope. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles. And then look at that. We have the Seven of Swords over the Seven of Swords. Wow. You know, it's interesting how I felt like it was the Emperor who needed to walk away. Not needed to, but if, let's say, this Emperor, again, looking at the Empress, I just feel like the Emperor knows that if I am to, in any way, be with this Empress, that I just don't feel like the Empress is going to accept, you know, tagging along of a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, that type of thing. You know, not living in that type of energy. And the Empress may had to go through the same thing. You know, seeing the Seven of Swords, you know, it can talk about tricky energy, number one, and it does feel a little tricky. Though in the same breath, we know what it is, right? Sometimes it's taking more than I need, and not leaving enough for the rest. I don't know where that's coming from. But in a way, I feel like the Emperor and the Empress coming side by side, probably in their life, have both had to deal with the Seven of Swords energy. And I feel like, listen, it's just, you know, if someone's not treating me right, if someone is taking from my life but not giving back, then I have to make that conscious effort. Do I stay in this energy? There's a five on the table, so potentially asking for change, and not being afraid of the, you know, you can be afraid of it, but you still got to move in it, right? Move in it. The Five of Pentacles tells me that I don't know. If somebody said, I hate it when you say you don't know, Sandy. It makes you sound dumb. It's not how I mean it. It's like, I know. It's almost like it's a place where I'm allowing you to fill in the blank. So, we're going to come back and go a little deeper in those two sevens. Synchronicities, right? Here's the Emperor and the Empress. You know, it's almost like the Emperor is kind of sitting back and giving this Empress the chance to follow something. And I feel like it's in your life, like in your career, or in your, even in your home, but it can be, you know, your inspiration, your creativity. And it's like someone sitting back and just allowing and watching. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. Showing in reverse. We have Judgment. We have the Two of Wands again. We have the Four of Swords. Beautiful. So first of all, what this is telling us right off the bat is with the Four of Swords that is coming over or under you know, like the foundation is always there, right? The ability to heal oneself, heal my mind, heal my thoughts, are there. So you know, it's feeding both of these seven. So there certainly feels like there could be some healing that takes place over that energy. And let's remember there's four swords. The three are what we feel, you know, have affected us, have stabbed us, right? But the fourth one is of our own reaction, let's say. How we handle a situation. Do we stay? Do we go? Do we stay rational? Do we lose it? You know, all of that. It's just awareness of self. That's all. And I feel like that's why then the world is here, right? So it's like, here's the Two of Wands, then we go to the Four Swords. So I don't know. I just feel a natural healing. Okay, what always, and then I have the Two of Swords. All right, let me look at this. So we have Judgment. It's a call to attention. It's an energy of a rebirth. And, you know, it's just not asking for, it's saying the ability to have it is here, right? Allow oneself to heal. You know, sevens are about spiritual completion, right? Reaching that spiritual, and I'm not saying like there's nothing left to learn. That's not what I mean. I mean, it's reaching a certain vibration within oneself. It's a spiritual type of energy, though. So I feel like the energy of allowing oneself to have the rebirth is here. And I feel like, you know, this Empress, feels like she had gone through some type of a struggle, no doubt, because, but I feel like the recovery and the understanding of it, you know, like the perception even of it is so much greater than maybe the clarity, you know, than you've ever had. Because I feel like now, with all of that, you're now moving into a chapter, let's say, that your wisdom, those experiences, not the feeling, but the lessons from the experiences, you know, are probably being called into action. You know, I feel like if we look at the Emperor and Empress and we think this is a couple maybe coming together, um, it is of a very high vibration. Now, you're still human, right? We still make mistakes. We still, you know, we can still make a mountain out of a molehill, all that. But it's our awareness that we're doing that, so we can. But anyway, I feel like it's gonna. You know, you have to come to the table with a certain type of awareness. Just feels like one's not quite there. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. And I feel like the other one is kind of patient about it at the same time. All right, I'm going to look. We have the Three of Pentacles. You know, I feel like I need to go back to the beginning because, you know, some of you have been in, let's just say, work atmospheres that it does kind of feel like, you know, like what you bring to the table, you know, maybe you're getting 70% of the recognition, maybe you're getting 30%, right? When, I don't know, I feel like if you're still there, maybe you're thinking of movement onto, you know, on your own. I feel like you will be successful as long, you know, if you focus on it, if you nurture it, if it becomes your baby, then I do feel like you will be successful. But I have to say, I do feel a little bit of that, like, You know, like what I bring to the table, you know, it is taken from me. It's interesting because there may even be two people who could work together and who are thinking. Maybe they don't know that they're thinking. You know, one could be thinking, I'm going to get out of here. You know, I'm thinking about starting my own business. And so is the other one, but unbeknownst to each other. I don't know, because I feel like there is that opportunity too where two may combine because they are coming out together and they're under divine energy. You know, they're under, like, you know, this is giving us all implications of moving forward if we choose. However, I feel like you come together, um, whatever you choose. If you're choosing to move forward, I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is like a guarantee that an opportunity shows that I just feel like you can really, I don't know, grow like tremendously. Some of you, you're partnering up. It could be, you know, career. Does it go further than that? I don't know. I certainly feel someone, you know, someone's seeing you for who you are, really. There's like someone, and again, you know, equal vibration, but I'm kind of like in the background, and I'm admiring. Not all are taking advantage. All right. We have the Six of Pentacles, which is in reverse. Interesting. You know, in reverse, there's not an equal give and take. That's exactly what I felt. Whatever it is, you know, whether it's someone taking your ideas and you're not receiving enough for them, whatever it is, I just feel like there is not an equal amount of give and take. Now listen, in the same breath, I feel like I can't expect the universe to come in and physically like pick me up and move me. But what I can expect, if I choose, is guidance, is, you know, trust within oneself, trust within your guides. Here they are. Here they are. And then I feel like if it is the coming together of the Emperor and the Empress, you know, I feel like there doesn't seem to be anything to fear. But some of you are not getting an equal amount of something. You are, and listen, it can be you that's not giving. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's happening to you, to be honest. It's like, I give, but I'm not receiving. Sometimes, listen, the energy around you is just, I don't know. Maybe you don't want to receive it anyway. Maybe it is meant to be hard to kind of force your hand, right? Because maybe otherwise I would, you know, we tend as humans to stay in things that we're just not happy in, and then we will tell ourselves that I don't have a choice. You always have a choice, right? It's always planting that seed of intention, seeing it, you know, and it may be something that you have to be patient about till the timing is right. But I feel like this, you know, those seeds have probably been coming for a while. And this may just be saying, Empress, the time is coming. I'm about to give birth. You know, the announcement. Two of Wands could be then, boom, right? The moving on from. I feel like some have been stuck in their emotional house, and therefore I'm feeling very closed, like very like like I don't know what I'm picturing. I don't know. Like I'm closing down my door, I'm closing down my blinds. We have the Empress again. And then we have the Queen of Swords. I feel like many of you are using your experiences to help others in some way. And I feel of all different ways, communication, in the written word, in, a song, in a book, speaking it, all of that. Leading, right? Leading your life. And I feel like it's really a time with the Empress here so strongly that I don't know, I feel like you have something to bring to the world. And some of you have been through some difficult experiences, but nonetheless, because I feel like you have to remember you have had them before. Um, you know, and I just feel like, you can overcome them because, again, the energy that's here, the Emperor and the Empress, um, the healing that's available, my creativity and trusting in myself, right? Bringing to the world. I'm a very peaceful type energy. And, Six of Pentacles doesn't really fit with the Empress unless the Empress is helping the one who is not receiving equally. Maybe that's what I end up doing, right? How? Why? Because I know what it feels like. I've been there. I've done that. But I've overcome it, and that is my wisdom. And many times we're being called, and that's that. So I want to look at the Emperor. Before I let you go, this is going to be a long reading, but I want to look at the Emperor and the Empress on their own, because I'm feeling a lot of different things with them, and all of what I'm feeling, I feel is happening. But I want to get a deeper look at them. Actually, let's bring in a different deck. Let's bring in the Crystal Vision. Already pre-shuffled too. We'll give them a shuffle. I don't feel trouble here. Like right now, I'm not feeling any trouble. There may be some who are wondering if someone's pregnant. Interesting. Okay, we have the King of Wands, which is exactly what showed up beside it. We have the Three of Pentacles, different deck. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. This could talk about, your seat of intention if you're the Empress can have been, I feel two different things. I feel like maybe when I lay my head down at night, and I dream of a certain energy, of a certain someone. But I don't feel like, in a way, like this person, Because in a way, I have two cards that say I admire you, but I admire you from afar. Now, when I say from afar, they can be right behind you, or they can be 3,000 miles away. But I feel like, so, it's almost like the Emperor is being called by the Empress. Now, again, I feel the Empress, again, maybe at nighttime, it's like this is when I am calling in my Emperor. But during the day, I'm growing me, right? I'm building myself. I'm being myself. I'm trusting within myself. All of that. And, great awareness of the Seven of Pentacles there. What's my seed of intention? It's almost like, you know, I'm opening this energy and I would like to also invite this energy in. But I have to say, if that's the case, there is no room of, carrying anything of negativity into this energy. There's just no need for it, right? And you may say, well, Sandy, but I hurt this and I know that, but you will overcome it. And I do feel for some, because we have the King of Wands who showed up twice. This can talk earlier and then now. But some of you, this may be someone that, you work with that you have no clue. Well, I feel like at least maybe physically you have no clue, but I don't know. I feel like maybe you do in the same time. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups, but it did show in reverse. I feel someone, as it relates to love or in the emotional house, I feel like someone needed to free themselves. And I feel like it may be something that taken them a long time. Maybe they just met you, and in some way you inspire them, whether you know or not, to make change in your own life. Boy, does it kind of feel like it's like I think I'm controlling it, but really, the universe is helping a lot, right? So, but it's kind of, again, unbeknownst to me, so to speak, that someone else is dealing with that. Maybe I know, I don't know. But I feel like in some way, even if it's indirectly, I help them make like a final decision about something. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. Right above it is the Seven of Pentacles, and I feel like if this is talking about like temptations and, our dark self, and we all have that, right? We're dark and light. It's just the way we are. The Hermit, I feel like that's what the Hermit's there for, so that we can go through that energy and gain that lantern that we carry then forever. So if, anything that comes before us that is not good for us or will help expand us, we can see it, right? It's illuminated. We have that lantern. We did the work. And therefore, temptation be gone. And it's interesting how, again, I have the energy of someone behind someone looking at him, unbeknownst to that person. Interesting. This can talk about, it can talk about something about two people, and maybe there was a third involved. So I had to keep it at a distance type thing. Well, they may have finally, and I'm saying finally, but in the same breath, it's like, well, it's kind of like you do what you want. Whether I even say that. So, anyways, because I feel like they are sure about something now. I can't help but think, but it's you. And again, all this energy, looking from, like looking from behind, looking at you with admiring eyes, seeing you for like really who you are. And, if this becomes what I feel like it's going to become, it's, I couldn't have it any other way, right? I feel like someone admires your creativity, your mind, your gumph. I don't know, like, just feel a lot of that. Okay, let's take just three more. So isn't it interesting how some of you may not even know that you're affecting another in this way, where they're actually making like life decision choices, um, and ending something in their world, so that like what your energy is can be their energy. The sun. Wow. Hello. Um, so I have to say, this can certainly, for some of you, talk about someone of a, an older time when you were younger. This can speak about like my hometown when I was a kid, and the adventures I had. I was free, right? I was unencumbered. I didn't worry at all. Like the present moment is what I lived in. This is the opportunity again, right, to live in that way. It's complete illumination. So again, we have the light and we have the dark here. Um, but the light is, it's like the light is now with you. Can be a card of, it's the ruler of Leo. I'm just going to put this out there, but I feel like for some of you, you may have had a child together, um, like back in the day, and maybe, um, you raised the child on your own. Well, I don't know. Or maybe it's like I was pregnant when I met someone, and therefore, just timing wasn't right type of thing, because I don't feel like this is me with the person. I don't know. There I go saying I don't know. Um, I feel like it's all of that. Okay, we got a lot, but we'll take them. With the Seven of Swords again, we have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles, from the 4 to the 5. We have the Page of Pentacles, a learning experience. We have the Wheel, Destiny. And then look at this. We have Temperance. How beautiful. Divine timing, right? It's all about divine timing. What does divine timing mean? It means that the universe is giving you the opportunity to learn from experiences, and only there to support you. You know what I mean? Can't necessarily make you say no, or that type of thing. I feel like I feel like I have to go back real quick and just say I feel like there may be two who, again, coming together. And I feel like this, in the olden days, maybe both of us were a little reckless. Both of us being a little reckless, and therefore, and maybe that's just the way it was meant to be, but in the same breath, therefore the energy eventually didn't mesh. But then again, was that just the way it was meant to be, right? Because I feel like then and now. But nonetheless, so the sun is back here again, and that means the sun brings you the illumination. Seven of Swords is here again, and we've had that 3 times now. Both the Empress and the Emperor have had it. So, but the sun is illuminating that. I just feel like you know, here's illumination over that type of energy. And not just that, but the Page of Pentacles under it says the opportunity to learn from it, right? The page is gaining this physical knowledge, you know, and nothing is pushed. I feel it's just I'm kind of, you know, I'm learning from all this, and I'm understanding it, right? And I'm understanding that the wheel, destiny, it's just not all about great things. Sometimes the difficult things teach us the most. And then Temperance, right? The controller of time, so to speak, lets us know when it's time. Well, here she is, right? Here she is, mixing, like she's been mixing this recipe together all along, right? But other than that, I can't push you to it. You have to move yourself. And that's what I feel is happening. Two people are being moved. And I feel like the more you believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, believe in your creativity, keep yourself of a good, you know, nature, like empathetic and compassionate, and loving and strong, and you know, all of that, the more opens up to you. It just does. It just does. And ditto for the Emperor. Ditto. So I think I'm going to leave there. But let's read Hope. I always feel that Mother Mary cards are our exclamation point at the end of the sentence. Hope. This is a message about retaining hope, even if you have no idea how your situation could resolve itself. You got some birds singing for you. Jesus taught about the importance and the power of faith, and your circumstances require it. A person who carries hope in his or her heart is trusting in God's plan. This translates into someone who is happy, relaxed, and easygoing, which is a winning and magnetic personality that attracts helpful people and golden opportunities. This card asks you to remain optimistic about your future and to continue giving worries, cares, insecurities, and other forms of fear to God, who will heal them. In answer to your prayers for increased hope and faith, spiritual help is available to bolster your positive outlook. Perfect. And I'm just going to leave it right there. I feel like you know who you are or where you are. Sometimes it feels confusing to me because there are a lot of different stories, but I feel like you know where you're at in it, and I love that the vibration that immediately came to the table was very high, and I definitely feel the Empress again manifesting hope, right? Seven of Pentacles, my seed of intention, bring it to the forefront. You know, the Knight of Pentacles does that for him. The Wheel of Fortune, all what's meant to be. Feels like a need to the current energy. But again, I don't feel a push or a pull here. I feel like when you're ready, right? Trust what's going on behind the scenes. Interesting. Trust what's going on behind the scenes. And I feel like that's what I got to name your reading, because I feel like a lot's going on behind the scenes that, I don't know. I just feel like one day you'll be like, it just all makes sense. It all makes sense. I love you guys. I hope you keep your hope alive. I want to thank you, as always, for everything. Your likes, your subscribes, your sharing, and your comments, your donations. Thank you, thank you. You know, I do need to put one ad in the videos for September just because I have to. Something's going on with YouTube, and all I can tell you is it's very hard to stay. Like, I'm fighting to stay at YouTube. So it's just one of the ways that I'm trying to counteract that, because I kind of feel like they're going through this thing, and I don't know. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for everything. I wish you only the best, and you know, you are the Empress. You already are the Empress. I love you. See you in the readings. Bye-bye.